Hi guys, Susanna here. I'm back for part 3 of another way to use your book pages. I've got this book that I've got, this old book. So these are I've pre-done some just to see what they turned out like. I'm going to get some other pages, and I've got heaps of pages in this book that have got pretty much nothing really in them, like some nice ones with nice stuff, but then we got plenty with just writing and that's it. So grab another couple. Oh, careful. That one. Quite a few. I mean, there's quite a few, trust me, to be with the ones that have got nothing on them. There you go. So, and these are really good size to use in your journals as journal pages, which is what I want to use them for. So, got some of those. I'll just do a couple today. Then I've also got this book, which is called A Philosopher's Notebook, and it's just all. I use the book page, you know, to make a folder for some of my bird books. And they really haven't got much in them, but the patina is really nice. 1950s, 1951, I think, 1952. So they're quite thick, and you want to keep the book pages like that so that you can use it stuff when they're like that. It's okay. We'll just put some washi tape or whatever. So I'll grab a couple of these. That one, maybe that one. I'm going to grab some that are a little bit better. Some of being single. There we go. That one and that one. So grab those two. Okay. So I thought I'd pre-do them just to make sure that they turn out okay. But before I start, so I'll just do the 4. I will show you some of the tags that I've done. So this is for my tag challenge, and these are the ones that I'm making for you guys. So I've done it in sort of like an Aussie theme flavour. So I'll just quickly flick through these. This is a wallaby. It's like a small kangaroo. That's a pygmy possum. That's the one I showed you guys. That's a little koala. Some have got animals on there, and some have just got like plant life. So yeah, so here's the platypus. I showed you how to make that one. And this is a little bird honey eater. So they've all got a stamp and some fabric and a bit of lace. Finches. So they're the ones I've sewn and finished. These are ones I had a craft group. We have with our church once a month we have a craft group. So I made all these yesterday. I've still got to sew around them and put the tag thingies on the top. So I really wanted to get that koala in, but it was too big, so I thought I'll just have half of him in there. So got that one. It's a really pretty butterfly and the nice cassia foliage. Echidnas, that's what these are called. Got two out of the one page. Golden wattle, that's very Australian. And use this beautiful it's handmade paper made out of like llama wool and bits and pieces. Really nice. Some nice foliage, a little finch, prickly moss. Colours are so pretty. Here's the other side of the page. So I've got 2 echidnas. The colours just go so well. Love that. The silver eye bird, mistletoe, and the butterfly, hawthorn. Got some butterflies on there. And I've even did the crocodile. Love the way that it's turned out. It had these colours in the water and all that, and I really like it how it's turned out. Who would have thought that you can even make a crocodile look good in the tag? So there's those. I've got about 22 people so far, so if you haven't, let me know. I need to put your name down on the list, and I've got someone's already sent me one. I haven't received it yet, so I probably should be, the moment I get yours, I will send yours off. And don't forget on the back, you know, like I'll be putting, just put a bit of information about yourself, because that's the whole point of this tag challenge. Anyway, well, I better get some gloves on, because I'm going to be using Brushos today, and so this is in the pure form, which is, look at, this is actually it's pure pigment, and so it's pretty potent. See already just by that little bit, but sprinkle it off. You get it all over you, so you need these gloves because it will stain. So if you use this sort of thing, you can use acrylic paints if you want to, or watercolor, but I really love the technique that the Brushos have. So this is, and what I do with the Brushos too, I make my own sprays. Oh, they're starting to fall to bits. So this is emerald green. So what I do is I get a couple of scoops just on the tip of here, a couple of scoops in one of these, and then I add water, and you've got yourself. It's not as strong as what you are. So this is using the spray, and then this is using, you know, sprinkling it on. So it's a lot more intense when you actually sprinkle it on, but you'll see, I'll show you. So, okay, so we'll do, oh, excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. It's really bad. I've got the sniffles really bad today. Okay. So what have I got on the side is I've got a bucket with just coffee dyed water. So even though the 1950s book pages, you don't really need it. So I've just got it off to one side, so that's where I am. Because you need to sort of pre-wet the pages beforehand. Okay. And I've got myself a plastic, oh yeah, I'll go up a little higher. There we go, a plastic tablecloth. So that's what it looks like before. So it does dye quite a bit darker. It's really quite dark, that stuff. Okay, I'll just sit down for this one. So what I want to do is grab a bit of, wouldn't mind getting more of that green again. So where are we? Got emerald green, emerald. Here we go, emerald green. And then you just tap. So it comes out a little bit on the yellowy side when it first comes out. See how it's got this beautiful effect. With these you can lift the top off, but they got a little thing where you can punch a hole in it as well. So you don't need to go out and buy yourself this sort of stuff. I've got them, so you don't need to. As in, I happen to have them, I've got them, but you can just use what you have to add a bit of colour to your pages, because we've got so many pages. So this is the turquoise, but Brushos are pretty awesome. You can get them on eBay. What did I add? Orange. Where's the orange? Where are we? So yeah, so that's a turquoise. There we go. Turquoise, orange, and emerald green, if you're wondering. You can get them in little packs of 4 or whatever. Anyway, you spray it. It's really, really activates. You can leave it as is, or you can spray it. Someone's whistling out there. Okay, makes a whopping great mess, and the reason why I use it is actually because it's ink. Okay, there we go. Might spray it a little more. Because so this way, the Brushos and everything, it's very intense. So I'm going to go like this, so it has a little bit of it on there, and then rub in the back of that as well, so you get stuff on the back. Use everything. Okay, then I'll set this aside to dry. Here we go. So you don't just want the intense colour on the front, you want it on the back as well. So put this aside. Get paper towel. You need plenty of that, that's for sure. So that's how you use it in the raw form. Hence why you need gloves. Yeah. Imagine having all that on your hands. It's ink. Okay, so there you go. This is what it looks like when it's dry. Quite a bit lighter, and it wasn't as intense on the back. Now, I'll use this one. Okay, put it over in the water. Drip, drip. The reason why I wet it, and I figured I'm going to wet it anyway, so I might as well. See, that's the difference. A little bit, not as much. See, that other stuff was really dark. Okay, now on this one, I will utilise the actual spray. So I'll do another green. See how much lighter that is? Oh. Okay. I think I need a refill on some of them. Okay, now lime green and turquoise. Okay, yeah, on that side. And then a little bit of the orange. And I'm really running out of the orange. Where is it? Here we go. So we just need to do a couple of splatters here and there. Like that. So turn that over. I need to remake up the other colours. And then do a couple of splatters. So these ones are always dry, lighter. So there we go. Oh my goodness, so drippy. Okay, I'm still here, guys. I'm just putting it down out of the way. Now I'll show you again, but I'm going to do 4 today like I did before. Ugh. I normally do this in the kitchen, and so I'll just have a whole heap of ones that I dry and everything straight away. And you can utilise, when you've got a big mess like that, you can actually utilise these if you want to, or you mop it up with another piece of paper, so you're not wasting. Okay, well, I need to make some more orange, so what I'll do while I'm here, this is how you make up your things. I've got the orange tag happening here, so I've got this. Okay, there's the orange. Here we go. So this is the pigment that you've got in there. And you get about, probably about that much. That might even be too much. I'm thinking probably. Okay. Oh my goodness. See how potent that is? That's just the pigment. Now, my water bottle. and get it everywhere. I'll just empty that out a bit. It needs to be shaken. There we go. Now I've got a full bottle. Quite like the orange, just adds a bit of nice colourness to it. Okay, so that's how you make your own sprays, which works out a heck of a lot cheaper than buying your, you know, like your Tim Holtz sprays or whatever else you get. You buy the Brushos or Lindy's. You do the same Lindy's Magicals. They are powder as well, and there's other, you know, there's not. Brushos is, I think, an English brand, so you've probably got American brands of the ink powder that you can use. Okay. Now, okay. Now we'll do. What's the time? 16 minutes. Oh, then we've probably got time to do another one, another couple. So I'll do maybe some pinks and violet, maybe pink and violet. They're always usually really nice. Okay, here we go. Whoop, how's that? I want to be in frame. So this is going to be a Alizarin Crimson, however you say it, and then I'm going to use violet. There we go. See, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it does come up, you know, this basically, I find these are the main colours that I really need. I don't really need much more. Now the violet. Okay, so this is with the spray. Love the way it just, now where's my water bottle? Here we go. So the water that's already on there sort of activates it, but spraying it with water and, you know, getting it around everywhere really activates it that little more. There we go. So it all depends what type of look you're after. Whether, see, this is, you know, the pinks and the violets, more of a shabby chic type look. You can mess it up a little bit more. Some more spray. Whereas the green one is be quite nice for a woodland journal. So it all depends. That's the beauty of using these. You can make it up to whatever journals you like. Quite like that. And it dries a lot lighter. But when you put directly the pigment on it, it really is quite a bit darker. So okay, I'm back. Just putting it out to dry. I've got a heater over here. Okay. You hear any voices? It's my husband. So now give that a bit of a clean. Probably should have dipped this one in there. So this one, once again, these are the ones I'll spray. So this is not a hard technique of what to do with your book pages, but it's just something a little bit more artsy and creative. And I'm not the first person that has done this, so yeah. So we've got that alizarin crimson, but that's how I made that other one, is how I did this as well. So now this comes really bright, but it dries quite light. So we got the sprays. Pick that up and go everywhere. See how much lighter it goes? So we'll turn that upside down and we'll do the same. Okay. Certainly make a mess, that's for sure. Oh, mess everywhere. So there you have it, guys. I'm just going to clean up and dry it a little bit, and then I'll show you the dried look at the end. But just a nice way of using up maybe bigger uninteresting pages that that you can actually use as journal pages, because a lot of the pages we tend to use for pockets or other stuff, but use them as journal pages. We need to, you don't just have to dye normal copy of paper. You can dye your old book pages. I mean, I've got a truckload of them that need to be used up, so why not, hey? Why not? Now, just I'll give it a pause and I'll be back in a sec. Oop. Hey guys, I'm back. Now these ones I've just done. This is what they look like when they're dry. And I thought, because I've got a little bit of extra time, look how nice they are. So I've got the two. They turned out so nice. So I thought, well, not everyone's got brush hose, but you can get a pack of watercolours. Quite a cheap watercolour set from any of your shops. Look at this. I had gloves on and it must have seeped under. That's how strong this stuff is. So got to be so careful. So I've got now blue fingers. So probably going to use not that one. I want my nice bright one, a bright palette. So I thought I'll show you. I'm not going to wet these. So I might be able to. I might wet them with just the spray. I've got water here, so just give it a little bit of a spray with some water bottle. Then, excuse me. Put that down there. Then get some. Actually, spray this down. Now, what do we want? I really do love this green. It's rather nice. So you just spray along there. I've seen, is it Joy Defy or whatever? Sorry if I've butchered your name, but she does a lot of stuff on some of her tags and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. I'll show you on some of the tags that I've got. There we go. Grab a tag because it's the 3 tags, not just only on your paper but on your tags as well, just to give them a bit of nicer colour, because it's old book paper. It really picks it up. So basically this episode's about just adding a bit of colour to your pages and bookmarks. How nice is that? And because it's old, it picks it up. So I'll just put that aside and just let that dry. So maybe a bit more of this darker green. The contrast. Love this colour. It is easier to spray. This gives you more of a hands-on paintery approach, a bit more artistic, and how brush. Not hard, it really isn't. And because these colours are so pretty, you can actually make watercolour with, if you haven't got watercolour, but you've got, most of us have got the Distress inks or the Distress oxide. You just get those and put them on one of these, just on a bit of plastic, and then spray it, and that becomes like a water colour. So there we go, just let this dry a little bit. So what we do here, a little more on this side. So pretty. Now if you want to get really artistic, put a little bit more, some in the middle. I always usually like getting my fan brush. You can do the same with a bigger brush. Now when you want a bit of another colour, I might go purple. Oh, there you go, it's a bit of a purpley bluey colour. Do purple. And just do spots. You can do the same. I'll just show you. If you haven't got a fan brush, not everyone has got one. You can do the same technique with a bigger brush, just has bigger blobs, and just tap. Hopefully I am in camera. Here we go. But love that. There's a bit of purple there. And then I'll quickly blow dry that, just to show you what it looks like when it's dry. Oh, hang a minute, we need to add a little bit of purple to our tag. I'll even do a little bit of the blue on that one. Quickly blow dry it, and I'll be back. So here you have it, guys. Watercolour, which is really, it's less messy, and it is watercolour, and then you got the ink. So, you know, and then the normal, the sprays. But I quite like the watercolour look, and I like the effect of. And here's the tag too. That looks cool. So you can do it in whatever colours you want. That's that side, and then once that's dry, you can put something the same on that side as well. So there you have it. All the different ways to, you know, I've got a whole heap, and I like using a mixture of, rather than just having coffee dyed papers. Because you're paying money to get copy paper, you might as well use these papers and add a bit of colour to it, and which is great because you can do whatever colour you want in whatever style you want. And as for this, all you need is what's this, number 12 round brush with an El Cheapo $5 pack of, I happen to have Jane Davenport, but the cheap stuff works just as well. So you can just get, you know, one of those little round ones, and they're like this from, you know, Target or Walmart or whichever shop you go, Michael's, I'm sure they would have them too. So okay guys, well, I'll catch you later, and thank you for watching episode 3. Might be something you've already seen before, but this is my version, and then it's saving money, which is what I really like. You're saving money and you're putting up pages and using what you've got. Okay, I'll catch you in episode 4. Bye guys.